Welcome, everyone. You are tuning into Engaging Walk. My name is Drake.
And my name is Ruby.
We believe in the power of walking together and talking together.
It's a simple act to stay connected, and movement is key.
Absolutely. This week, we are going to be discussing the 5 love languages and how to bring yourself closer to your partner as you're walking together.
That's right. So, what are 5 love languages?
And so 5 love languages, just in a basic concept is that each person has their own love language or multiple love languages. And it's basically like how that person wants to receive love and how they give love or how they show love. And those two things might not be the same. And it could come from anywhere. It could come from the relationship that you had with your parents. If your mother gave really great gifts, or your mother really emphasized gift giving, that might be something that you think is super important, but you actually really prefer something else. Those things can be in conflict.
And so, the 5 languages are word affirmation,
Physical touch.
physical touch, quality time, giving gifts, and acts of service.
Acts of service, yeah. So, yeah, words of affirmation is things like, hey, you know what? I really love you. Just constantly that affirmation of do you love me? Do you love me?
Nor like how you proud of yourself, like you feel loved when someone gives you a compliment.
Yeah, thank you for taking out the trash. You did the trash. You took out the trash so well today.
Yeah. Or you can say like, "Hi, I'm proud of you when you're doing this, and you feel so much loved."
Mm-hmm.
And for quality time, just like you give the person undivided attention. And like I love Drake when we talk to each other during dating. He just put his phone away. He just told throughout the date we just talking, and we engaged in our talking. So
Mm-hmm.
it was really good. And the other one is like giving gifts where it doesn't have to be like expensive gifts, but it can be like a thoughtful gifts, and
Yeah.
you feel so much love when you receive a gifts or giving gifts.
Could be like a gift that really shows that the person was paying attention to you and was listening to things that you wanted or things that you were interested in,
Yeah,
and
like
gave that to you in the form of a gift.
yeah, like a very thoughtful. I remember one friend back in the day gave me like a gift, like a stone where she just customized to my thing, and then she wrote my name on it, and then also like very encouraging words on it, and I loved it. It could be very simple, and then I think. Oh, my mentor, she gave me a leaf, a dry leaf, and she just wrote something very special to me, and then she just handed it to me, and it's like it's just a leaf, but it meant so much to me.
And you
And
got so we did words of affirmation. We did
physical touch. Oh no, we
we
didn't.
did do physical touch. Physical touch, I think, doesn't need to be explained, but
Well, it's just yeah, it could just like a tap, you
hug.
hug.
One thing that we do pretty often is I come home from work, and we might have mentioned it before on the podcast, is we take sometimes 5-10 minutes to just connect, and Ruby will sit on my lap and we just talk to each other about how our day went, and we look into each other's eyes and we just connect.
Yeah, that is like 2 in 1, like physical touch and quality time.
Mm-hmm.
2 in 1. Yeah.
For sure. Words of affirmation we did,
Acts
and
of service.
acts of service. That could be like, hey babe, do you want a massage tonight, or
That's
do you want me
right.
to give you
Yes.
breakfast in bed?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and Ruby's saying yes, to something that for her main love languages is quality time and physical touch, but that doesn't mean she's not gonna throw acts of service in my face or words of affirmation. They just don't have the same impact, I'd say, as quality time or physical touch.
That's right. So there's 5 languages. So that means that when you take the test, you will see like, oh, I have these 5, but there will be only one that's stand out or two stand out. So we all love, receive love. So
Yeah, I think if when you do, we could post a link to the test on our website, which is in www.engagingwalk.com. Make sure that you follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. But yeah, so on our website, we could definitely post a link to like how you can do the quiz to determine what your love language is if you don't already know, and encourage your spouse or your significant other to do the same. That way, you both can understand how you and your spouse or your loved one want to be loved and how you feel love. And then it'll show it pretty much as a continuum. It'll say like,
yeah,
this is your number one, your number two, number three, number four, etc. And for me, like I think like gift giving is like really really low.
yeah,
And but knowing that about what your spouse or your loved one likes is really really helpful and can help you stay connected. Can help you during conflicts, and it can help you stay connected when you're both or one of you is in disconnect mode.
And I think for the love languages, just went throughout my mind because you cut me off a couple times. I'm like, I forgot. I forgot.
That's okay.
Yeah, I was about to jump in, but I forgot.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
All right, let's move on.
Let's just pause until you think about it. It's just audio.
Yeah, I know. Like, it's something about the test,
Oh, okay. The quiz,
the quiz. Yeah.
the continuum.
No. It's just, I forgot. I don't remember. I forgot.
Well, I'll pause it.
So let's talk about how do you know how knowing your partner's love languages help you in conflicting and during conflict and stay connected or when you're in a disconnected mode. I think knowing each other's love languages will help to calm yourself, like help yourself to calm down and feel loved. Like for example, like when I don't feel connected, or it don't I was in a heated conversation, when Drake hold my hands and it's just like a point of contact, and because for me he would say like, hey, and look into my eyes and say, I want to stay connected with you, or if anything I've done make you upset, I'm sorry, and then let me know what it is. So those that really help me to calm myself down right away, and know that, hey, there is connecting points where we can face the problem and solve it.
Yeah, definitely knowing your partner's love language in that sense is, or at least in that scenario, is super helpful. Because let's say, for example, your partner's love language is physical touch, quality time, like Ruby's is. And I go into that situation where, hey, right now we're in conflict, disconnect mode, and things aren't where they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
And I run off to the store and buy flowers and come back and give her flowers. And she's like, you know what? The flowers look nice, but, you didn't solve the problem.
You wasted the money.
You wasted money. And,
yeah.
And it could even make the situation worse. She could feel like you're trying to buy me.
Yeah.
It'd be like worst case scenario is like, you're just trying to bury this problem with just buying me flowers. That's not what I want. So, I know maybe some guys out there have probably made that mistake, and they're like, why not? My mom always told me to get flowers.
Yeah.
My dad always told me to get flowers. That's not, you have to know what your partner needs and what they want. And, the main thing is bridging that disconnect with connection and maintaining that goal.
Yeah.
And if you have that vision, that shared vision, and you have ways in which you can at least make it not so scary, then that goes a long way.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. And one thing that I also, try to observe myself and well, by the way, that is my intelligence, like intrapersonal, where I kind of like step back. It's kind of weird to say it, if you are that type, you understand what I'm trying to say. Like in my head, I step back and observe my behavior as I talk to Drake, and I feel like sometimes even like I try my best to try to connect with Drake, but I can't, and so you always give yourself time, and communicate with your partner. Hey, I need some time, and
Mm-hmm.
and I will be back